Thanks, Doug. And you can't have the Sternwheel Regatta without the Sternwheel boats. I wanted to know what goes into maintaining them and, some of the history they hold. Take a look. Welcome aboard the Rufus B2.
All right, back in here, this is set up. This is the kitchen or the galley. It's not very big, but you only have one person there cooking normally.
Lou Wendell owns the boat. He tells me she's almost 100 years old.
This boat was built in 1926 by an attorney out of Chicago by the name of Lambach. Turned out this boat was originally called the Freddie Boy, and happened at Lambach was the attorney that represented Al Capone. There's a couple of books out that has stories about Al Capone being on the Freddie Boy on the Mississippi River years ago.
Wendell says later the inside was gutted and redone, and he bought the Sternwheeler in the early 90s.
Well, I like the looks of the boat, and just being on the boat and traveling. You're traveling 7-8 miles an hour. You're relaxed, and you get to see the squirrels swimming across the river. You see the deer on the side of the bank. You see the eagles flying, and it's just incredible.
He says there's a lot that goes into maintaining her.
It takes a lot of hard work and patience, and outside of it is wood. You're constantly peeling the paint off, repainting. I've got a guy back in there working in the engine room right now.
And he's not the only one who shares a love of these majestic homes on the water.
I had the bug for sternwheelers from a young age when I worked as a deckhand on the PA Denny, the old PA Denny.
Captain Dick Doherty tells me he's owned 2 sternwheelers.
I owned the Fancy Nancy for 6 or 7 years, and then I owned the Spirit of West Virginia for 5.5 years. So about 11 years I owned a sternwheeler.
Doherty says his dad was a city solicitor when the Sternwheel Regatta idea came up.
I remember, my father telling those stories about, when he was there, and they were dismissive of Nelson because he was 12 years old when he came to the mayor's office. And they thought some kids out there wanted to talk to us, and apparently they put him off a time or two and made him sit outside and wait. But it turned out to be one of the best things that ever happened.
The boats bringing the community together to celebrate the river and enjoy each other's company.